What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have a real bombshell. I have to admit that, I didn't do any videos related to MMTLP from basically from last week, but this time I have to admit that the news is really mind-boggling. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, just subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account with limited time offer, Black Friday 50% discount. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market. So let's begin with this tweet that was written by George Palekros. He wrote this in response to Ari, and this tweet that was written by Ari Trades I will read you within the next several minutes. But first of all, George Palekros' tweet. He wrote, by the way, I don't blame any of the people who take such jobs, which do exist. Most of these firms run all kinds of campaigns, product promotions, customer service, cold calling, political messaging, brand work, the usual. The real issue isn't the workers, it's the people who quietly produce targeted financial disinformation with half-truths. The people posting are just trying to pay rent. However, pump and dumpers, people like Atlas Trading and their wannabes insider traders are accountable. Take care of yourself and thank you for trolling. And here is the original tweet. Every Trades wrote, today I'm finally coming clean about something that's been eating me for a long time. I can't undo what I've done, but maybe it all out will stop the people from getting played the same way. I've been a paid basher. Yes, it's true. And today is my last day doing this job. I'm moving on to something actually respectable, something I can talk about without feeling sick. But before I walk away, I need to expose how this whole operation works. Too many real people have been hurt by it, and I don't want this on my conscience anymore. I work for a firm based out of an anonymous WeWork in Lower Manhattan. The whole place is basically a digital version of a boiler room. Our division job? Manipulate sentiment around low-cap public equities and micro-cap crypto tokens so wealthy clients can accumulate at a discount. There are about 60 people at the firm, split into teams. My team had 6 people. We were assigned to a handful of tickers and token communities. I probably shouldn't name names, but I am done here. Let's them try to sue me. We are not the only company doing this. There are entire networks, but you can usually tell who's paid and who's just trolling. The unpaid ones aren't following a script, they accidentally help us by amplifying chaos and confusion. The structure. We had 3 types of bashers. Advanced, also known as architects. They push polished, high-effort research threads, hit pieces, fake due diligence, fabricated screenshots, and bogus insider leaks. They sound like most legitimate because they mix facts with subtly false narratives. And second, intermediate, also known as serpents. They pretend to be neutral investors or concerned holders, undermining confidence without even ever making direct claims. 3. Beginners, also known as disruptors. They spam, they derail conversations, they instigate pointless arguments, they meme, mock, accuse, deflect, and suck the oxygen out of real discussion. Some are paid bashers, others are discussed as over-the-top hype accounts to create fake debates. On some assignments, we'd intentionally add a pumper into the group, someone who pretends to defend the project but is actually working with us to distort the conversation loops. My job, I was a serpent. I specialized in bashing through reasonable sounding skepticism. I was paid $20 per hour base, $2 for every post over $80 a day, monthly bonus if stock and token lost value, double rate for weekends, and a free MacBook plus VPN service. Every day I sat in a little pot with my team, each of us juggling 3 to 6 different persons across Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, Discord, and stock tweets. I've used so many burner accounts that I don't remember half usernames. The rules. We had guidelines. Never swear, it kills credibility. Always ridicule, never rage. Use meme strategically to make beliefs look unhinged. Ask leading questions instead of making direct claims. Why would insiders be selling if things were so bullish? Why is the dev wallet moving coins? Our goal wasn't to convince everyone, just to make enough noise that confidence dropped and the price followed. Why I'm leaving? After a year of this, I can't do it anymore. I've watched regular people, teachers, parents, military vets, young kids trading with $500 account get emotionally wrecked because of our coordinated campaigns. Final words. I feel awful about all of this. It's a scam, a high-tech psychological operation designed to siphon money from normal people into the pockets of a few already rich investors. These operations thrive in the dark. That's why I'm posting this now. If even one person reads this and starts recognizing these tactics, maybe I can undo a tiny bit of damage I helped cause. The truth is the only way to push these rats back into the shadows. Take care of yourselves. And guys, I have to admit that it is, it is a quite interesting statement, and definitely we know, and I personally know that this type of activity happens on the, let's say, around the market. But this is the first time when I read this type of statement from the person who did it. And definitely I don't like this activity. It should be prosecuted. In my opinion, it should be banned by any means. And that is why we have to see more activity from from authorities who has to cover all these illegal actions with their actions and to prevent these people to do these bad things. On top of that, here's a quite interesting let me turn it on and you will.
Why don't I give the audience an understanding of what a bear raid is? Right. Sure. So a group of investors do their homework on a company, and they see that the company's prospects are weak, or they presume them to be weak. And they also are able to find that the company has covenants on potentially, let's say, a covenant on an instrument that they have. So they have a credit line with a bank, but the credit line says, in the covenant, says if the market cap drops below $50 million, then the bank can call the credit line and thus cause the company to run out of liquidity, right? So the group of investors get together and they begin to short the stock, and they short it aggressively to the point that it drops below that $50 million market capitalization in this example. The bank then calls their credit line and cancels their credit line. The company is forced to go into bankruptcy. And what makes this so kind of nasty is that the short sellers actually never cover their positions, right? And the reason why they don't cover their positions is because they're on a mark-to-market basis, and they recognize the profit of the company trading basically at less than a penny, and by not covering, they never have to pay taxes. So it's really a nasty segment of our market, of the markets. But bear raids are all too common, and yeah.
So guys, as you can see, this is pretty much the same story, but from the other side. It was told by another person. I don't know basically who this person is, and what was his actions and what was his intention to disclose this information. But definitely we have a huge problem on the market that definitely need to be solved. And on top of that, let me show you another and quite interesting discovery that was made by Kicap. And again, it is related to the recent post from George Palikoros. And George Palikoros said, how did the directors and officers destroy this amazing company after walking the founder out the door? Stand by. I think we are going to find out. And here's the screenshot of George Palikoros' statement, and here is the highlighted part. You will all see this and all 12 volumes of receipts. And here is the 12 volumes of receipts. Here is the tweet that was written by Junk Savvy. She wrote, 12 volumes of receipt, George. Okay, I got questions. Was it the tech they were trying to bury? Or the manipulation of MMTLP, MMAT and TRCH? Who was involved from the Metamaterial Tech executive team and the board of directors? Who were they acting on behalf of? Any of the entities fighting subpoenas in the Meta 2 bankruptcy proceeding? Any indications of federal or international agency or corporation involvement? When did the plan start? Does DNO insurance cover fraud? Mess with the bull, you get the Palikoros. I feel some discovery and potential criminal indictments coming on Poker Up Battle Cups. We are not effing going away. And guys, I have to admit that we know that the issue of MMTLP saga is extremely complicated. And for now, you see that, as you can see, George Palikoros, he makes a lot of statements in his Twitter account, and let me show you that even Gardner Wade, the person who is very well known in MMTLP community, wrote this. Junk Savvy's fired up, and he wrote this tweet in response to Junk Savvy's tweet. He wrote, Junk Savvy is fired up, MMTLP. Jack, Uzi, Dan, we now know your true motives. Your presentations to MMAT executives and employees were all total lies. You are nothing but dishonest frauds brought in to kill a rising tech company. Buckle up, cause we, the MMTLP army, never stops. And I have to admit that I believe that it will be some kind of lawsuits, and copy and paste also has the same thoughts, time for lawsuits. I believe that we will see even more lawsuits for now against the current board of directors of MMTLP. And time will tell what will be the resolution from this side of the community. But let me show you another very important part. CPO William Kelly, who recently filed a lawsuit, wrote this tweet just 10 hours ago. He said, I've made mention of it several times, looked at the SEC docket and noticed it has yet to be done. So I went ahead and did it. I had to maintain caution due to litigation, but this petition will serve its purpose. I'm completely done waiting for others to do what needs to be done. I'm more than willing and capable of doing it myself. I wish I would have done it all sooner instead of waiting for others in authority to do their damn jobs, but it is what it is. I expected so much more from these agencies, but now I realize my expectations were completely misplaced. We aren't going away. Noemi Tanger. And guys, this is the petition for agency action under Security Rule 192. It is submitted to the SEC, and it has to investigate the actions that was made by FINRA. And guys, here is this document in details. Let me show you the purpose of this petition. The purpose of this Rule 192 petition is to formally request that the SEC carry out its statutory supervisory duties regarding FINRA's use of delegated authority. This petition seeks only 1. That the SEC perform its non-discretionary oversight responsibilities under Exchange Act Section 19G. That the SEC, 2. That the SEC review whether FINRA acted pursuant a duly approved rule in connection with its December 2022 actions involving MMTLP, and 3. That the SEC require FINRA to submit a notice under Section 19D if FINRA asserts that its actions constitute a limitation of market access. This petition expressly avoids any request for the reopening of securities trading, reversal of or modification of any halt, determination of investor damages, resolution of alleged short positions, adjudication of disputes between private parties, or any remedy sought in ongoing litigation. So guys, definitely this is another step from the litigation part of our community, and I have to admit that yes, it is written, I believe, in response to this response of FINRA, and this is the response in William Kelly versus FINRA lawsuit. And the long story short, FINRA again stated that they have a total immunity and no one can sue them. And that is why, guys, we have to act differently, and this is the part of these actions. So, quite interesting to see that William Kelly excluded the reopening of securities trading. But here is here's another update in another lawsuit that was filed by Scott Trott, and it is directly related to 2 additional days of trading. Just yesterday, he wrote this tweet: appeal accepted at U.S. Second Circuit Court of Appeals in Trott versus Gensler to restart 2 days of trading in MMTLP under controlled conditions. Also, Trott given extra 30 days in Scott versus West Christian in Texas First Court Appeals, as my brief is now over 35 pages. I only asked for 15 days, they gave me 30 on their own. Biggest issue is indexing court and reporter records properly. I'm now waiting on both. The bid goes on and off to Texas shortly for legitimate oil fields ops folks. Free picture of Eugene for all your animal lovers. TRR has abundant critters. So, guys, this is this step that potentially will allow MMTLP community members to have additional 2 days of trading, and I believe that this might lead to quite interesting developments, but I don't think that this petition and this request will be granted by a judge, because in my opinion, 2 additional days of trading will not solve the MMTLP community problem, because in this case the intrinsic value of MMTLP will not allow the price to go much higher. That is why it will not be sufficient remedies for the MMTLP community members. So, as you can see, there is a lot of news, and I will continue to cover this issue from time to time. But if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.